Sioux Falls School District is celebrating 150 years.
150 years.
150 years?
That's a long time.
Oh, that's a long time. That's a really long time.
150 years ago would have been, I don't know, probably like something in the 1900s. Wait, no.
Wow.
150 years ago would be
1932? Am I close?
1871. 1871, that's crazy.
Oh, I wasn't even close. Oops, I forgot about the 100. Oh my gosh.
Wait, that's when like the Sioux Falls School District started? Dang!
150 years ago, it was 1871.
1871.
1871. So Laura Ingalls Wilder was only about 4 years old, if I did the math correctly.
I think I have a teacher that's 150 years old.
Wait, was that when my parents were in high school?
Is that how old this thing is?
It's been 150 years. Has Mr. Hazlett been the principal for that long?
150 years ago,
150 years ago.
150 years ago, I think school was like nothing like it's right now.
150 years ago, I think a school day was like, they wouldn't have computers and they would just have like radios, especially like from homeschooling.
Well, before you get to school, you gotta work on the farm, you gotta do all your chores before.
By walking uphill and downhill.
Definitely no technology, all paper.
10 feet of snow, 100 degrees below zero.
Instead of using a smartboard or an iPad, they used to use just a chalkboard.
If you miss the bus, you gotta walk 12 miles into town, you know, you're gonna be late, and then by the time you get there, it's time to go. You gotta walk 12 miles back, do the rest of the chores, and go to bed and do it all again in the morning.
They would probably walk or be driven in a covered wagon.
I think it'd be harder to get information because there's less ways to communicate.
And there wasn't light invented in that time, so they had to use darkness, and some things they had to do outside.
I think school 150 years ago was very less populated, and there was obviously less no technology at all. And like all grades were together as well.
Maybe there's discrimination, and for me, like if I'm black, so like 150 years ago, I would not have the same education as others. So like, I would have not enjoyed it.
A student from 150 years ago would be most amazed by the opportunities that we get in school now, all the activities, the relationships with our teachers and staff, and the opportunity to a great education.
I think a student from 150 years ago would be most amazed by how many books there are in Chromebooks that we use.
A student from 150 years ago would probably be most amazed just by the varieties that we see in school everywhere, classes, student population, the different types of teachers you see, different types of lifestyles you see. I think everybody is a lot different than 150 years ago.
Probably all of the electronics and lights.
How sophisticated school is and how it's easy to gather information.
Education is way more accessible than it was then because students usually had jobs like working on their parents' farms or helping raise their families. So I feel like it really amazed them by how much and how far we've come.
I think they would be amazed at how diverse our school is and how close we are together, and how welcoming we are to each other as well.
The opportunities we have here is just amazing. Like, it just opens up a whole new world and also helps me try new things, explore new things.
In 150 years, I think school will probably be definitely a lot more technology.
It probably wouldn't be anything like school is now. I would imagine students would hopefully have touchscreen desktops. That would be really cool.
150 years from now, I think there's two possible answers. Either the world will be a desert and there'll be no school and you have to learn by walking outside, or we'll have a bunch of technology and you will not learn, you'll have information implanted into your brain.
In 150 years, it'll be the year what is it? 2171?
2171. Maybe they'll go to school on the moon.
On Mars.
In 150 years, I would hope that students would get nicer and that the principals would make school funner. So like they would have parties more often.
I wonder if the teacher would be robots.
Students would probably be like, I don't know, maybe like holograms.
To get to school, you get to use the teleporter, which will teleport you to school. And for recess, you get to go to a water park.
I feel like a lot of high schools will take the more college route, and you will start to take your pathway of classes in high school. So if you want to be a doctor, you can start taking those medical classes in high school, or if you want to be a teacher, you can take all those education classes in high school rather than having to wait until college.
I know a lot of kids, they don't really like school. So what I would do is I'd make it into like fun. So like for math, instead of having it just be math, it'd be a game instead. And so I would try to make it as fun as make it as fun as it could be, basically. In 150 years, I hope for teachers and staff to make lunches a bit better, more options.
My hopes for the world in 150 years would be to just let society be more kind to each other.
We continue to live by inclusivity and the knowledge to help make people feel wanted, and we continue to strive for excellence.
I want there to be no COVID, of course. Everybody wants that to be done. But also, like, no more hate.
I hope for there to be peace between countries, and I just want the world to be in good hands, people getting along.
Everyone should be accepted, you know, nothing like sexism, no homophobia, no racism, just everyone having a good time at school, being safe.
In 150 years, I hope the world has more fresh water and less water will be used to make more food, more fresh air, so less pollution.
World peace, that's a big thing. I hope everybody gets along with each other and, you know, everybody loves each other, take care of our planet.
Hope the world's not stubborn, and hope the world is not so different, and hope that we can come together and overcome our difficulties and challenges.
My message to the class of 2171 is to enjoy high school while it lasts, make friends, be involved in your community and high school. That's where you're going to make most of your memories and just a lot of new friends and meet new people as well.
My message to class of 2171 is it's okay if you struggle, it's okay if it's hard, because school isn't easy, but you can handle it.
Hi, future people. Is there flying cars yet?
It's pretty boring back here. Good luck up there. I hope that you guys get to watch more movies than we do.
My message to the class of 2171 is to keep on trying even when things get hard in class.
Make opportunities for yourself, because you're the one that makes them for you, and meet as many people as you can, as many different people as you can, because not only will you learn from them, but you'll learn more about yourself.
My message for the class for 2171 is just never give up, always believe in yourself, and whenever you think you can't, just always look at the bright side and believe you can.
If it's hard times, don't give up, just keep going, no matter how hard it is. Keep learning and do your best in school, because it will matter.
To never give up on your hopes and dreams, and in every challenge, there's a success waiting to happen.
To never give up and to keep trying as hard as they can to do the right thing, to be nice to each other, and to learn a lot.
150 years has got to come before we know it. Make the most of it, get involved, make your friends, and make memories that'll last a lifetime.
150 years.
150 years.
150.
150 years down.
150 years down.
Infinity.
Infinity.
Infinity to go.
Infinity.
Infinity to go.